What's up, everyone? Mr. Octagonal here from Octagonal Gaming. Now we're back with Madden 18 rebuild. So last time we rebuilt for Rams. Today we're going to be rebuilding with Cardinals. So there should be a poll in the comments for you guys to vote which team we rebuild next. So if we look at the Cardinals team, this team is somewhat decent, but injuries have just killed them this year. So obviously injuries are turned off in these rebuilds. And talent-wise, honestly this team is not great. Carson Palmer, just no. I think I might want to start Blaine Gabbert because he's so horrendous. David Johnson, he's not going anywhere. Adrian Peterson, I was going to name the coach and Adrian Peterson, Joe, like Kai Chokia, JP's here, but with the injuries. Receivers, I think we're just going to go clean slate. I know Larry Fitzgerald's a Cardinal legend, but I'm probably going to trade him. Jaron Brown, 27, so I'm probably going to trade him. John Brown is 27, probably going to trade him. I do want to hold on to J.J. Nelson, see how he does. Offensive line is garbage. I do kind of want to hold on to DJ Humphries this year. I think 77 overall is a bit generous to him, but he's young. These four can just go away. I'm pretty sure Mike Iupati's on a huge contract. Probably Jared Vealdeer, maybe even Earl Watford. Tight end Jermaine Gresham, 29, no. Troy Nicholas, great in college, sucks in the pros. Does he have slow? That makes sense. I want to have a defense, which is better, of a defensive line. Chandler Jones. He is 27, 90 overall. He's very, very good. But he's on a ginormous contract, sort of like Robert Quinn in the Rams rebuild. Just Chandler Jones is better than Robert Quinn. I'm probably going to hold on Chandler Jones. We'll see. I do want Robert Nkemdiche starting. I'm probably going to move him inside if we keep Chandler Jones. Corey Peters, nah. I think he's the one who beat animals. Xavier, well, that was just a guess. I have no clue who this guy is. Marcus Golden, I would like to hold on to, 26. I thought he was 25. We'll see. Linebackers, Dalen Buchanan, he kind of is a beast. I'm going to move him to safety. I don't know why I've only traded for him a few times this year. Son Reddick, I don't know where I'm going to play him, but I'm definitely going to play him. Antoine Buffet, no. But Honey Badger, does he have Superstar? Yeah, I know he's only an 84. I'm definitely going to hold on to him. Tyvon Branch has been really good this year. But I do want to start down, so I'm probably going to trade Bethea and Tyvon Branch. I can probably get something good for Branch. He's been very good for the Cardinals this year in real life. Cornerbacks, Patrick Peterson's a beast. I'm probably going to hold on to him. Other than that, yuck. Just yuck. Traymon Williams, woohoo. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Let's go and make some trades. DJ Humphries, Tyvon Branch, and Marcus Golden to the Bucks for O.J. Howard. I kind of wanted to hold on to DJ Humphries and Marcus Golden because they're both pretty young. But I think it's worth it to get O.J. Howard, who's younger, who's better. He has a development trait because O.J. Howard is quick. And tight end is definitely one of our biggest needs because I'm not going to keep Jermaine Gresham. So this is pretty good for us. Too easy to finesse for Browns in this game. Carlos Dansby, Blaine Gabbert, and Carlin Williams for their first round pick. Buda Baker and Josh Bynes to the Browns for Danny Shelton, a good young defensive tackle. I think he has quick development as well. Very solid player. I accidentally traded Kirk Cousins for him in the Redskins rebuild, but I just restarted the whole thing just to undo it. Buda Baker, I know he's a rookie. I know they took him high in the second round, but I really did not see him in my long-term plans because we have plenty of depth at safety with Honey Badger and when I move down there, so we don't really need him. We're trading Carson Palmer, Barton, and Jared Vealdeer to the Jets for their first-round pick. We're trading two old players in Palmer and Vealdeer, and I'm pretty sure they're both on pretty big contracts. We're trading Jermaine Gresham, John Brown, and Jaron Brown to the 49ers for their first-round picks this year and next year. I wanted to get Jarvis Landry for the Miami Dolphins, but I'm more than okay with getting a different young wide receiver from the Dolphins. In Devontae Parker, we're trading Adrian Peterson and Scooby Wright to get Mr. Devontae Parker. Mike Iupati in a 5th-round pick to the Cowboys for Anthony Hitchens. Now, I'm not going to keep Hitchens. This is part of a master plan. I had a master plan a few rebuilds ago trying to get this player, not Hitchens, but the player I'm about to try to get. Did not work, so hopefully it works. And we're trading a bad contract. I would assume a bad contract away in Mike Iupati. This is not the master plan. We're trading Antoine Buffet and Munyer to the Buccaneers for Vernon Hargreaves the third. Hopefully, I can use Vernon Hargreaves to get the player I want. If not, I'm cool with keeping Vernon Hargreaves as number 2 cornerback, see how he does. But hopefully, I can get the player I'm trying to get. This player is not the master plan, however, we traded a future third, Anthony Hitchens, and Corey Peters to the Cowboys for DeMarcus Lawrence. So Anthony Hitchens is going back where he came from. The team says they need a left end, so hopefully it works. Once again, if I keep DeMarcus Lawrence, that's fine because he's like a 90 overall almost, and he's only 25 years old. Master plan has worked. I have traded Larry Fitzgerald, DeMarcus Lawrence in a second to the Chiefs for Marcus Peters and a 7th round pick. Now you're probably asking me, why are you trading this much for Marcus Peters? A 2nd round pick could get you a very good player. DeMarcus Lawrence is better than Marcus Peters to begin with. But Marcus Peters has superstar development. Lawrence has normal. Don't know how to get out of that 2nd round pick. Peters, I think, is younger than Lawrence, too. So Marcus Peters, Patrick Peterson, no-fly zone cornerback tandem. And not to mention, we still have Vernon Hargreaves. Trading Martellus Bennett. He was in free agency. In real life, he was cut by the Packers, I think, due to medical reasons. And Perry Riley to the Packers. So Marty B going right back to the Packers for Kenny Clark. 86 overall defensive tackle. Only 21 years old. So he's very young and has plenty of room to grow. We're making one more trade. We traded Akeem Ayers, who we signed in free agency. And a 3rd to the Lions for Jared Davis. I'm a Lions fan. I love what I've seen from Jared Davis this year. Kind of reminds me of a young Ray Lewis. But you're probably asking me, who's going to play linebacker with Son Reddick and Jared Davis? It's actually be Elandon Roberts. Now, you're probably asking me, who the heck is that guy? There's a fart. It's not a fart, but it sounds like a fart. A bunch of trades off camera for Patriots. We signed a bunch of free agents. And the only players we traded who were originally on the team were Drew Stanton and Alex Boone. So we traded for a linebacker, Landon Roberts, and we got some O-line help. We got Joe Thuney, Shaq Mason, and Marcus Cannon. I'm going to move Shaq Mason to left tackle because, yeah, we can't have a 70 overall. I signed Brad Kaya out of free agency to be our quarterback because why not? Honestly, I don't think this team is that bad minus quarterback. I'm going to say we win 5 or 6 games because, especially on the defense, like, we still have okay, we need to trade Green. Darn it. So we're trading LeGerald Green and some backups to the Bears for our 1st round pick next year. I'm probably going to regret not getting their pick this year, but it's whatever. Look at the offense without, did I just call him LeGerald Green? No, Ladarius Green, sorry. I think I might have called him LeGerald. But Shaq Mason's an 84 at left tackle onto the defense. I think our defense is actually very solid. Our worst starter is Hassan Reddick. Dalen's actually, we still have Abdul Qadis. You know what, it's fine. I'll just hold on to him this year and trade him in the offseason. I don't really care. But Dalen's only an 82 at 3 safety. I don't know if there's some patch or something. Normally it's like an 88. The defensive line is very solid. Corners are very solid. So let's say the season. Hopefully he ended up being our quarterback. I guess there's a game signed him. So I need to sign all the worst quarterbacks so I can suck. We did not make the playoffs. We went 5-10-1. I guess we tied with the Rams. XP, I'm actually pretty happy. O.J. Howard, almost 17,000. Devontae Parker, 17,000. Defense is where it gets really exciting. No one really has a lot of XP except for Jared Davis here. Quick development, not to mention. Tackles leader, defensive rookie of the year, and a Pro Bowl. 62,000 for him. Hassan Reddick, for whatever reason, was not starting the whole year. They had Jonathan Newsom in, which is very annoying. So let's look at these stats. And completion-wise, Matt Barkley was not awful, but touchdowns to picks. He was not very good running the ball on a not great offensive line. A very solid season from David Johnson receiving. Devontae Parker, 90 catches almost for 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns with bad quarterback play is very good. O.J. Howard, pretty solid season from him. Blocking, this should be fun. John Wetzel, what a name. Not too bad. 13 from Shaq Mason. Not too bad, though. Defensively, Jared Davis, 181 tackles. That's a lot. Sacks, 8.5 for Chandler Jones. Hopefully he gets more picks. 3 for our 2 corners. Not a lot of picks in total. That is only 9. I would like to see more. Fumble forces is all 4. 4 from Chandler Jones. That's what I thought it would be. 2 recoveries from Chandler Jones. So let's look at the awards. MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Probably no Cardinals. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Jared Davis. No, or NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Defensive Player of the Year, Brandon Graham. How high is Jared Davis? He is number 8, okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dalvin Cook. Did we have any? We had Chad Williams at number 6. Don't really know who that is. Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, Jared Davis. He was great. Best quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Probably no Matt Barkley. Nope. Best running back, probably David Johnson. Will not show up on here. He had a good year. For a bad offensive line, wide receiver, maybe Devontae Parker. Nope. Or no, at number 9. Anquan Bolden's apparently on the Panthers. Best offensive line, nope. Best defensive line, probably not. Maybe Chandler Jones, probably not, yeah. Best linebacker, Jared Davis in at number 7. Best defensive back, maybe one of ours. Nope. Best kicker, no clue how our kicker did. Phil Dawson, the old man. Re-signing players, there's no one in here who you need to really re-sign. Our best player is Isa Abdul Qadis, and he didn't even start. So I'm not really going to re-sign any of these guys because we don't need them. I'm guessing this guy's probably their long snapper, so I'll just sign him because Cardinals fans probably like him, like how I like Don Moback because I'm a Lions fan. But let's go to free agency. So what I've learned is don't sign anyone in free agency unless I actually want them for my team. Like, don't sign someone just to trade them for, like, a pick or a player. So that's what I've done the past 2 rebuilds and hasn't not worked. Tyvon Branch was franchise tagged. So is there anyone here I would want? Maybe Matthew Ioannidis, but Redskins are offering him a lot, so probably not him. So probably no one. Offer Derek Rivers because he's only 24 years old, 81 overall. They ended up rejecting, so there's no one really else I was interested in. Trayvon Boykin is our current quarterback. Let's send him to the draft. See how many picks we have. Picks 1, 2, 7, 10. Is that all? Yeah, so I've not scouted. So hopefully there's a good quarterback because Trayvon Boykin is not leading our offense. Is there? Is there? Come on. I don't see any. Oh gosh. Maybe this guy, Darion Medlin. I might have to take him because he's the only decent quarterback. Landon Roberts and Trayvon Boykin to the Lions for the 27th pick. That's the pick we're going to use on that quarterback. So let's go to rookie signings and see the prospects. We've created our prospects. So in the draft for the first pick, we took Mike McGlinchey, the offensive tackle from Notre Dame. 78 overall normal in development, 84 pass block, 76 run block, 89 strength. I really like that. With the second pick, we took Chandler Netter. Chandler Netter is not a real person, but I didn't make him a real person because I'm trading him because that's slow development. But with the 7th pick, we made up for our bad receiver pick, Netter, with Calvin Ridley from Alabama, 78 overall, superstar development. With the 10th pick, we took the linebacker from Georgia, Roquan Smith, 80 overall, normal. And the 27th pick, we took that quarterback, which I made Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, 76 overall, normal development, which I'm a little on, so hopefully he does good this year. If not, then I'm not going to stick with him. Here's a look at the offense before I XP him. Here is the defense. Here's a look at the team. David Johnson's a 97. Devontae Parker's an 86. Here's the O-line as of now. I'm obviously going to make some trades. O.J. Howard's up to an 87. On to the defense. Jared Davis is a 91 overall, 99 awareness, 98 play rec. Patrick Peterson, 93. Honey Badger, 84. Chandler Jones, 91. Kenny Clark, 87. So, let's make some trading Netter, Alex Collins, and a first-round pick to the Cleveland Browns for Myles Garrett, 90 overall. He might have some XP on him, because once I got him, he was like a 91 overall, but he still had a lot of XP, and I made him a 99, so we're definitely giving up a lot, but I'm trading Danny Shelton, 84 overall. He does need a new contract at the end of the year, and he hasn't quite progressed the way I wanted him to. A first and a second this year to the Titans for Corey Davis, 23 years old, 86 overall with superstar development. I think he must have won Rookie of the Year or he made the Pro Bowl because normally he has quick and that was upgraded. So now we have 3 very solid wide receivers. I wanted to keep Joe Thuney, but I think him in a 4th is worth it for Zach Martin, who's a 99 overall. Trading a 4th, a 5th, and a future 3rd to the Cleveland Browns for Joe Thomas. I want to beef up that offensive line for Baker Mayfield. We have 3 very solid receivers in Calvin Ridley, Devontae Parker, and Corey Davis, and a good tight end in O.J. Howard. So I'm just trying to build up that offensive line. Look at the team for season number 2. Baker Mayfield is the quarterback. David Johnson's the running back. Receivers are, I want to swap these 2. So Corey Davis, Devontae Parker, and Calvin Ridley because the second receiver gets the least amount of XP. And out of these 3, I probably care about Devontae Parker the least. Even though I do care about Devontae Parker. O.J. Howard's a tight end. The offensive line is Joe Thomas, Zach Martin, Shaq Mason, Mike McGlinchey, and Marcus Cannon. On to the defense. I moved Ken Diche inside. So the defensive line is Myles Garrett, Kenny Clark, Robert Kimdichie, and Chandler Jones. The linebackers, not the same as last year because we have Roquan Smith. Secondary is pretty much the exact same thing from last year. So hopefully we can make the playoffs. Season we missed the playoffs. That's kind of sad. How much XP did Baker Mayfield have? 27,000. That's a lot. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, that's a lot. Calvin Ridley, 27,000. Corey Davis, 21,000. I'm happy with the offense. Garrett, 16. Roquan Smith, 41,000. Did he win defensive? Yes, he did. Jared Davis, 28,000. Maybe a Pro Bowl again. So I'm very happy with the XP. We went... How did we go 4-9? Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, what? How did we go 4-9? Okay, we went 7-9. Am I blind? Was I blind, or did I just see we went 4-9? Baker Mayfield had yards and completion wides. He was great. Touchdowns to the picks. Could go down, but he's a rookie. I'm very happy with his rookie season. David Johnson, I don't think he did as good as he did last year, and he had a way worse offensive line last year. Let me see. Yards went down. Yards per carry was the same. Touchdowns were more, so I guess he did a little better this year. Receiving, Devontae Parker, 104 receptions, 1,118 yards. So he had the best year, even though being at the number 2. Calvin Ridley, over 1,000 yards. Corey Davis, almost 1,000 yards. O.J. Howard, solid season, but now we have more receivers, so it's not good for him. Blocking, Joe Thomas, 22. I was nervous that Joe Thomas was going to allow a lot, so I'm probably going to move him inside to guard next year and have Zach Martin play left tackle. Defense, Jared Davis led us in tackles again. Sacks, I see a lot for Myles Garrett, 14 for Garrett. Chandler Jones was non-existent with 2. Did he play 16 games? Because I have injuries off. Just look at the coach name. Don't forget, injuries are off on these rebuilds. Wait, Lamar Houston? Why was Lamar Houston on our team? Robert Nkemdiche barely played. I was probably just gonna go away with Nkemdiche because he isn't XP'd that well. I don't know why Lamar Houston's playing because I turned roster filler off. Interceptions, not a lot. 2 from Hargraves and Peters. 1 from Roquan Smith, Patrick Peterson, and Reddick. Roquan Smith had almost 100 tackles. 1 before is 3 for Hargraves and Roquan Smith. Recoveries, 2 for Roquan Smith. So yearly awards, MVP went to Tom Brady. Drew Brees. There was a minor tech issue, but anyway, Drew Brees is on the Giants. Jacoby Brissett, number 7 in MVP voting on the New Orleans Saints. We are the NFC. Offensive Player of the Year, Drew Brees. Any sign of Baker? Defensive Player of the Year, Blake Martinez. Any sign of Jared Davis? He is at number 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Baker Mayfield. Calvin Ridley at 2nd. That's very good to see. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Roquan Smith. So awards and XP I'm very happy with. Would have liked to see a better record. Baker Mayfield at number 10 for best quarterback, best running back. David Johnson, number 8. He didn't even make it last year. I thought he's been good both years. Best receiver, maybe Devontae Parker. Nope. Best offensive line, Zach Martin at number 2. Then that's it. Taylor Moton's in 87. Interesting. Best defensive lineman, Myles Garrett in at number 3. Best linebacker, Jared Davis or Roquan Smith. Jared Davis at number 9. Best defensive back, we barely had any interceptions, so no. Jake Elliott, Mr. 61 yards. Best Elliott in the NFC East. Shots fired. But I'm going to XP the team later. Let's get to the offseason. Let's get to the re-signing period. I think we're going to have to re-sign Zach Martin. Maybe Joe Thomas. So that, Devontae Parker. Not Kenny Clark. Not Nkemdiche. I'm not entirely sure who else. Probably Dayon. Marcus Peters. That's a big one. I forgot about David Johnson. Yeah, see? And Shaq Mason. See, I told you we have a lot of players to re-sign. How much XP did this guy get? 3,000? Okay, he's not insane. But we have a bunch of players to re-sign. Luckily, unlike the Rams and Redskins rebuild, we have money to re-sign our players. Thank goodness. So the only player who did not accept our offer was David Johnson. $9 million franchise tag? He's going to ask for way more in free agency, so yes, please. Hopefully this is the last year anyway, so that actually works out perfectly. So we brought everyone back who we needed to bring back. That is good. And we should have a little bit of money. The only contract I was not huge on out of all those players was Shaq Mason. We're paying him like $9 million a year. So I think that's a little much. Oh, no, Joe Thomas retired. Darn it. Agency, Odell Beckham, Aaron Donald, Richie Incognito. This free agency class is stacked. I've actually gotten a little more, but I think this is still a good trade. We're trading Chandler Jones and Shaq Mason of the Browns for the first pick. They're both on pretty big contracts. I do have enough for Odell. I only have like $4 million left. That's not enough for Aaron Donald. I don't know what Incognito's asking. I'd rather get Aaron Donald, even though our offensive line is worse without Joe Thomas and Shaq Mason. So let's see. Free agency, we were able to sign Odell Beckham. For whatever reason, we lost money in that trade, trading Shaq Mason and Chandler Jones, and we still don't have enough money. So I could have withdrawn my offer for Odell and offered Aaron Donald because I wanted Aaron Donald more. But I didn't want to risk anything. I'd rather play it safe. So we got Odell Beckham as a 99. I think I'm probably going to trade Devontae Parker now for or Devontae Parker is going to be sick. Maybe I'll move someone to tight end and trade O.J. Howard for a defensive lineman. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably trade Parker. I don't know how good he's going to be because we do need one. I might move on from Reddick and Dayon, and we do need offensive line. But I think we should be able to win the draft with picks 1 and 4. I believe that is it. And also, Alex Smith and Nelson Aguilar are still left in free agency. We can't sign them until the preseason, but they would still be good pickups, to trade. But we're probably not going to have money if we do. Oh my gosh, this guy looks like a beast. Yeah, I figured if there's a quarterback who looks way better than Baker Mayfield, I'm just going to pull the trigger. I think I'm going to pick this guy. I'm going to XP Mayfield. I'm going to probably pick this guy. And if he's a stud, which 8+ throw power, this is, I've never seen an 85 quarterback. I think this guy's going to be an 85 overall superstar. I've seen it on YouTube, but I've never drafted an 85 overall quarterback, so that should be exciting. You're probably asking me, why are you trading your future second-round pick and some later picks for Case Keenum? This is for a bigger trade, kind of like a master plan, for the cap to work, so hopefully the trade I'm trying to do works. I think it should. The player I wanted to get was Aaron Donald, but it is in the orange, so he's probably Aaron Donald. But instead of Aaron Donald, we're getting Khalil Mack, who's still at 99. So there's not much of a difference. I don't know why Aaron Donald has so much more value than Khalil Mack. Maybe he's a year or two younger. But I would gladly take Khalil Mack. I think he does better than Aaron Donald anyway. So before I show you how good that quarterback is, the only way I could get Aaron Donald or Khalil Mack was to turn the salary cap off. So that is what I did. I don't think I just mentioned it a minute ago. So what I'm going to do is, anyway, for NBA 2K, for rebuilds, I have financial trades off, which means cap space does not come in effect in trades. It only does in free agency. Which I wish that they had that in Madden. So if we do have to do another season, then I'll just improvise. And that quarterback, Cliffo, is going to be an 85 overall superstar development. He's a 78 overall normal, which isn't, terrible, but, not what I wanted. So I'm probably going to stick with Baker Mayfield. Hopefully, him and his 27,000 XP will get him really good. Baker Mayfield's only an 81. I wish he was kind of higher. But I'm still going to go with him. David Johnson's a 98. Here are the receivers. Probably going to trade Devontae Parker. Him, the quarterback, and the draft picks are our trade assets. All we need is offensive line because our only solid starters are Marcus Cannon, McGlinchey, and Martin. And Marcus Cannon's 31 years old and he's declining. So probably we only have 2 starters with McGlinchey and Martin. On the defense, Roquan Smith's a 92. Jared Davis is a 93. I think we need an extra defensive lineman, an extra linebacker, and an extra safety because Kimdichie, Reddick, and Dayon Buchanan aren't quite progressing to where I wanted them to. And the only 2 super important players we need to re-sign this offseason are David Johnson and defensive tackle Kenny Clark. So hopefully we can re-sign both. We did trade most of our trade assets away in this one trade, but I think it's worth it. We're trading Hillenmeyer, the quarterback, Devontae Parker, and a future first to the Broncos for Von Miller, 99 overall. But we still have some good trade assets. A first-round pick this year. Dayon Buchanan, because he's not going to be here. Hassan Reddick and Robert Kimdichie. And Marcus Cannon, I guess. And any backup who is valued at some other Hassan Reddick, a future third. And Madison, a scrub quarterback. To the Chicago Bears for 89 overall, Adrian Amos. So he will take Dayon Buchanan's spot at strong safety. Dayon Buchanan straight up to the Washington Redskins for Brandon Scherff. So our main trade assets are a second-round pick next year, Robert Kimdichie, and any backup who's what some other team wants, and free agency. So we can sign Alex Smith and Nelson Aguilar. So I guess they're both trade offers or trade bait. And we need 2 offensive linemen, and we also have Marcus Cannon to trade. But we need 2 offensive linemen and a defensive tackle. Wasn't in free agency, but I signed Aguilar, Jermaine Kearse. I think I signed a running back or 2. I'm not entirely sure. We're trading Jermaine Kearse in a 4th-round pick to the Colts for Jonathan Hankins. I'm probably going to move him inside where Kimdichie was. We're trading a 1st-round pick in Nelson Aguilar to the Carolina Panthers for Andrew Norwell and Taylor Moton, rounding out our offensive line. We still have Marcus Cannon, and I also signed Jake Cutler. And I kind of want to trade both of them, so I'm probably going to hope to get some draft picks. I'm trading Jake Cutler and Marcus Cannon to the Baltimore Ravens for Jimmy Smith We have Vernon Hargreaves in at that nickel, but I think Jimmy Smith's obviously better. And Vernon Hargreaves is a good trade bait to have, so I think that's all I want to do with trades. Baker Mayfield's in 81, probably our weakest position. Actually, I need to switch McGlinchey's position. I need to switch up the offensive line. So I got to do that quickly, and I'll be back. The team right the way I wanted it to. I traded Kimdichie and Hargreaves off camera to the Bengals for their first this year and next year. So here's the team. Baker Mayfield, a quarterback, 81 overall. Running back, David Johnson. I also signed Marshawn Lynch to be the backup. Offensive line looking great. Receivers looking great. On the defense, Jonathan Hankins is a 90th defensive tackle. The linebackers are insane. Roquan Smith, Jared Davis, Von Miller. The secondary, we added Amos and Jimmy Smith. This team should easily win a championship. Our worst position is center with McGlinchey. But other than that, our worst position is quarterback. But we're giving Baker Mayfield a very good offensive line and a lot of weapons. So hopefully he has another really good year. First round bye this year. Leonard Fournette won MVP. Baker Mayfield, 23,000 XP. I am very happy with that. Mike McGlinchey, 39,000. 34 for Taylor Moton. 33 for Corey Davis. On the defense, definitely not as much. 11 for Jared Davis. 9 for Roquan Smith. With the offense, a lot. Very happy with how much Baker Mayfield is at a Pro Bowl. That is a Pro Bowl. McGlinchey, probably a Pro Bowl. Taylor Moton, probably a Pro Bowl. Yep. So let's look at the stats. We went 12 and... it's still glitching. We went 13 and 3. I'm definitely not seeing stuff. Madden's just glitching. So let's look at the stats. Baker Mayfield, not as many yards. Touchdowns to picks are much better. So a better season from Baker Mayfield. Running the ball, David Johnson, great year. Same amount of yards per carries the first 2 years. More yards and 9 touchdowns. Marshawn Lynch, 14 touchdowns. Corey Davis led in receptions. Odell in yards. Calvin Ridley, how much XP? 21,000. So a lot of XP for Calvin Ridley. Blocks, only 11 sacks in total. 7 for Martin, 4 from Taylor Moton. So excellent year blocking. Jared Davis led us in tackles again. Sacks, 13.5 for Garrett, 10 for Von Miller, 7 for Mack. Wish there was more for Mack. Picks, 7 for Marcus Peters. Finally breaking out 18,000 XP exactly. I think the first year he had 10,001. And now he has 18 exactly. Kind of funny. He also tied for the lead in fumble forces. So a very good year for Marcus Peters. Alan Crotty, what a name. Fournette wins MVP. Brissett in 6. Baker Mayfield at number 10. Offensive player of the year, Drew Brees. Teddy's on the Bears. So there goes Mitchell Trubisky. Defensive rookie of the year, Jared Davis at number 2. And he didn't have that much XP. So sucks he didn't win it. Dawson Trevathan. I don't know if he's related to Danny Trevathan. Because D. Trevathan. It looks like this guy has dreadlocks too, and he's on the Bears. So, Danny Trevathan is a younger brother who happened to go the exact same team. It looks exactly like him. We didn't have any rookies, I don't think. No. Defensive rookie of the year, we didn't have any rookies. Best quarterback, Baker Mayfield in at number 5. Best running back, Ty Montgomery and Robert Kelly. David Johnson at number 8 again, doing him dirty. Devontae Adams, best wide receiver. Ryan Switzer is a 78. Devin Funches is on the Giants. Martavis Bryant on the Packers. Corey Davis in at number 9. Best offensive line. The man went to Zach Martin. Sherv at number 3. Norwell at number 4. Taylor Moton at number 9. Defensive lineman went to Anthony Zettel. Go Lions. Myles Garrett at number 6. Best linebacker went to Danny Trevathan. Look at that. So he won best linebacker, and his brother won offensive rookie of the year. Coincidentally on the same team. Jared Davis, not even on here yet. He was second for defensive player of the year. 2K's dumb. 2K, no, Madden. But 2K's dumb too. Marcus Peters, best defensive back. 7 picks. Ken Webster? Oh, Kayvon Webster. I made the mock draft a few days ago on my second channel. One of the cornerbacks from Ole Miss was named Ken Webster. So let's XP our players. Here's a look at the offense. Baker Mayfield, 23,000. McGlinchey and Taylor Moton. Very happy that McGlinchey got a lot because I was a little nervous about his progression. But he had a lot this year on the defensive side of the ball. Not as much. I believe our highest was Myles Garrett. So let's look at the new team after XP. Baker Mayfield's an 83. David Johnson's an 99 with confidence. Calvin Ridley's an 89. Davis is a 93. Look at the offensive line. McGlinchey's an 85. Taylor Moton is a 93. On the defensive side of the ball, Myles Garrett is a 96. Jared Davis is a 95. And Tyrann Mathieu is the only starter on defense who's less than an 88. And on offense, our worst starter is Baker Mayfield because fullback does not really count. This team should definitely win the Super Bowl. This might be the best team I've ever rebuilt without much of a competition. So let's see who we are playing in the next round of the playoffs. It is, wait for it, drum roll please, the LA Rams at home. We should beat them. I'm guessing they are a wild card because we're in the same division as them. Don't screw me over, Madden. Thank you, the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are very good in Madden, so that's a bit nerve-wracking, I guess, to say the least. Hopefully, we make the Super Bowl. Not sure if we will, and wait for it, we don't. That's annoying. So we got to do a whole nother re-sign David Johnson, Jonathan Hankins, and what's his face, Marshawn Lynch, but we do need to be able to bring back Kenny Clark and Jimmy Smith. And oh no, we did re-sign Kenny Clark. We need to re-sign Hankins and Jimmy Smith. I might as well give him a franchise tag because A, this is the last year, and B, the salary cap is off anyway, so it really, okay, not Jimmy Smith. So we'll just re-offer him in free agency. The cap space is off anyway, so no need to worry. Instead of going with Jimmy Smith, we signed a keep sleep because A, he's better. B went to Kansas, and I am a big Kansas basketball fan. I'm wearing my Kansas shirt right now. Cardinals just had a treat. Well, actually, I have a few shirts, but I'm wearing one. I'm not wearing multiple shirts. To say she got a treat too, but we're trading our first and second round picks next year to the Ravens and Raiders for Justin Tucker and Marquette Kane. I'm so confident that I'm out here trading for punters. In fact, that our team has so much talent. We still have a top 10 pick in the draft. We have pick 7. Kind of wish we trade up to the Colts to get that McNutt guy, just because his last name is McNutt. We also have Curly Moe in at number 2. But there's 2 positions where we don't have an A. Only 2, which is crazy. And that is quarterback and 3 safety. And I want to stick with Baker Mayfield. So that means the Honey Badger is the odd man out here. So I'm probably going to upgrade at 3 safety. Trading the 7th pick and the Honey Badger to the Minnesota Vikings for Harrison Smith and a future 3rd round pick. We're trading a lot, which I don't think Harrison Smith honestly has that much value. But this will be the last year, win or not. I know cap space isn't an issue. But still, our team is just too good. Our only non-A is Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield's still been a good player. So let's look at the team. I don't think I want to make any trades because I really like the team. McGlinchey's down to an 84, so he's now a B or B+. That's fine. If Baker Mayfield had superstar development, we would definitely have a Super Bowl by now. On to the defensive side of the ball, all A's except for middle linebacker, but we're a 4-3, so that really, at least we should be a 4-3. If not, that's a problem. Of the year, we got a 1st round bye. Shocker. Jared Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. 27,000 XP for him. On the offense, Baker Mayfield with 42,000 and quick development. He was the passer rating leader and the quarterback rating leader. I don't know where the quick development came in, but okay, that's fine. A lot of XP for Baker Mayfield. That is really good. Everyone but Zach Martin had over 10,000, which I really don't care if Zach Martin gets XP because he's already stacked 13-3. We're just gonna skim through a few of the stats. Baker Mayfield, great year, only 8 interceptions. So the awards: Big Ben won MVP. Baker Mayfield in at number 4. Offensive Player of the Year went to my man Matthew Stafford. Baker Mayfield at 2nd. Jared Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Khalil Mack at number 2. Garrett at number 4. I want to see these sacks. Jordan Wilson's on the Cowboys. What am I doing? Offense, we don't need to see rookies. Best quarterback, our very own Baker Mayfield. Dalvin Cook, best running back. Adams, best receiver. Martin, Jordan Willis, Deion Jones, Richard Sherman, and our very own Justin Tucker. So I want to see, actually, we'll just skim through everything. 4.7! All 4 years, David Johnson, 4.7 yards a carry. Illuminati confirmed. No one had over 1,000 yards receiving, but we had so many receivers. Sacks, only 16 at 20 game. Our sacks, on the other hand, Myles Garrett, 14.5, Khalil Mack, 12.5. He had a better season than he just did. So let's look at the squad for a second. Before XP, Baker Mayfield is currently an 85 of confidence. He's going to be at least a 90, hopefully. David Johnson's definitely be a 99. Ridley, hopefully, will be like a 91. Davis, hopefully, like a 94. Mike McGlinchey maybe a 90-ish. On the defensive side of the ball, Jared Davis might honestly be a 99. Smith maybe 96, 97. Garrett might be a 99. We should definitely win the Super Bowl this year. Let's look at the squad. I could not XP everyone because my controller's not charged. But I'll show you a look at the offense and the defense. Here's a look at the offense. Baker Mayfield is a 91 with confidence. David Johnson, still not technically a 99, but he is with confidence. The offensive line is looking very good. The receivers are looking very good. Odell's been a 99 since we got him. And he's not just like a 99. Like, his stats are actually 99. 99 catching, 99 awareness, 99 catching traffic, 99 spec catch, 98 release, 97 route running. His stats are legit ridiculous. Let's look at the defense. Here's a look at the defense. Sorry, the quality is horrendous. The reason why the picture is like that is because the next second it would say Charger controller. So Myles Garrett is a 99 with confidence. Jared Davis is a 96. He also has superstar development. Roquan Smith is a 95 with confidence. Mac Miller, they're both 99s. We should easily win the Super Bowl. Also, sorry, this video is like 36, 37 minutes. Sorry about that. I'll try to make the next one shorter. If you guys want shorter or longer videos for that matter, just let me know in the comments below. Let's see if we win. So I'm simming right to the Super Bowl. Very sorry about my controller. I'll take the blame. But I'm simming right over to the Super Bowl because I'm very confident that we're going to win it because easily the best team I've ever rebuilt. All A's on offense and all A's on defense, I think. And we make the Super Bowl, thank goodness. We have the Jaguars. The 9-7 Jaguars, but remember, Madden loves the Jaguars. Fournette's a 99. Jalen Ramsey, I tried to trade for him instead of Harrison Smith, but Jalen Ramsey's a 99. I could not XP. I already mentioned that. Never mind. But do we win the Super Bowl? This is it. I'm not doing another season, and it's not because of my controller. And we win the Super Bowl, 34-24. So pretty much the same team that I showed you earlier. How hot? 8,000 for Mayfield. Okay, that's not really exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed, though. Sorry my controller was very annoying the last, 2 or 3 minutes. I will make sure to charge it. And sorry this video is very long. If you guys watched the whole video, shout out to you. And until next time, make sure to vote for who we build next in the comments. I'm out. Peace.